Hello and greetings from California. I hope this afternoon finds you well. We're going to start talking about Aries spirits. Aries. I don't know what makes you poke your head out every so often and say something stupid, but you always manage to, and this time is no different. Now you want to get out here and complain about Black women's appearance when you look like this. You want to talk about Black women's eyelashes when you don't have eyebrows. Where are your eyebrows, sir? Do you see a brow? Here a brow, there a brow, ain't no brow. You don't have eyebrow to first. Now let's talk about this complexion because I want to know why you can't keep your diabetes in check because hypertension is written all over your face. Diabetes is written all over your face. That's why your eyes look raccoonish because you can't get your diabetes or your diet in check. But you want to talk about a Black woman's appearance looking like this. You want to talk about a Black woman's appearance looking like the poster child for hypertension. You want to talk about a Black woman's appearance when your face is the living embodiment of Big Mama, your arm. Your face is Big Mama's arm, but you want to talk about a Black woman's appearance. Now, if a Black woman wants to put on eyelashes that, do kind of look more like hands, guess what? It's her prerogative. They're her eyes, so she can wear whatever she wants. Why is that what you're focusing on? If you don't like women that wear eyelashes, guess what? Don't date them. But I don't think a whole bunch of women is running up after you're not even thousandaire behind. You look like a bill past due. You look like a late payment. You look like a heart attack with no life insurance. You look like a lack of health insurance. And I mean, maybe that's why your complexion's doing what it's doing. Maybe that's why you look like a walking health signal. You look like a symptom. You look like a symptom, but you want to talk about a Black woman's appearance. You're literally turning into a raccoon, but you want to talk about a Black woman's appearance. But you want to talk about a Black woman's appearance. Hold on, I saw it froze for a minute. I don't know why it's freezing. The internet checked and cleared. Exactly, your face looks like a final notice. Your face showed up in a red envelope. But you want to talk about a Black woman's appearance. And let's count the rings on your neck, because that's going to tell you how many years you have left to live. But you want to talk about a Black woman's appearance. But you want to talk about a Black woman's appearance. Let's count the different complexions you have, because I want to know, why are you light-skinned down here, but this complexion is a hyperpigment. That's what you've got. You've got hyperpigmentation all over your face because you can't get your diet together, but you want to talk about a Black woman's appearance. His horcrux is those caps, but he wants to talk about Black women wearing eyelashes. When you don't have eyebrows, where are your eyebrows? I'm sorry, somebody get me a milk carton. Hold on. I'm going to get a milk carton right now. Hold on. Now, this is from Whole Foods, but we could put his picture, we could put the picture of the eyebrows right here on this milk carton so that we can find them. We need to find these eyebrows immediately. I'm looking for them, and I hope you are too. Out here whining about women that can put on eyelashes when you have no eyebrows. When you have 6 different complexions and they all look sickly. You look sickly, but you're worrying about what healthy women put on their eyes when you look this sickly. You look like an emergency room visit that you can't afford. Put the eyebrows on the milk carton. put the eyebrows on the milk carton. Anybody else want to come in and join in on this read? Rish, you got something to say about this fool before we move on? Because he has turned, like, you were literally watching you turn into a woodland creature, but you want to talk about a black woman's appearance. Mm, mm, mm. My goodness. Skin looked like a hypertension highway, but you want to talk about a black woman's appearance. Diabetic eyes, but want to talk about a black woman's appearance. A jaundiced look, but want to talk about a black woman's appearance. Hello, Demi.
Hey, I got some better sound today than the other day. I do apologize again for that last week
No
or the other day.
problem.
Glad to be here. I thought we got rid of this guy. What are we doing? Why is he still around?
So, good question.
Whose uncle is this? It's the uncle that's unwanted at the baby shower, and we all know why.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Gross.
I mean, talking about women look better natural. You don't.
No.
If this is you natural, I want to see you unnatural. I want to see you
Done
AI.
up. Bunny or the Patel or any of the other, somebody get involved. Dr. Pimple Popper, somebody get involved.
His face, you know what, and that nose looks like it needs to be popped.
Yeah, and it's getting. I mean, come on. I'm so tired of them talking about black women. They don't talk about nobody else. Leave us alone. We're not. We don't. Black women don't even bother anybody. Is there a black Karen? Is there a Kyasia? We got a Kyasia. There's no black Karen. There's no black women. Don't bother anyone. They don't bother anyone.
You could talk about, if you want to talk about black women, you could talk about how fabulous they are. You could talk about the problems that they face and the problems that you similarly face as a black man, and find humor in that as a comedian. Ain't that your job?
Yeah. Oh, same tricks. Same tricks. It's so tired.
It's amazing. I find a way to do it every day.
Yeah. Yeah, you do a great job, and we love you for it. I don't like him. I like comedians I like Godfrey. I like people that are actually real thinkers that sit back and look at a full picture, and you can tell. But he's trash.
I just am like, I know he's not talking about anybody's appearance with that face, and you've had that face for a while. You've been ugly since Mad TV.
The delusions. Oh my God. You are watching.
I'm sorry, what?
No, you are watching Mad TV.
Yeah, and I'd be mad if I had that face. He has been ugly all my life. He has been fat and ugly all my life. You've never had a good day. That has to be rough. But you can't
saying
put
horrible
out on
things.
black women.
Yeah. No reason.
Just because they're not interested in you.
And we're not the only ones wearing eyelashes. I work with a lot of the white girls that fly out, get their lashes done, and they wear lashes. I don't know so many sisters that even wear lashes actually, but
it
if you want to
depends on where you are. Like in California,
mm-hmm.
it's rare. It's much more the natural aesthetic. It's rare to see women with a full face of makeup out here. Like they don't do the makeup out here. But like you go to the South and you're not leaving the house without a full beat.
Yeah, Atlanta. Yeah.
And so I definitely know it goes by region. Like New York, you definitely can see a mix of like a very manicured, natural look for the very wealthy Upper East Side girls. And then like it really goes by like income, where it's like you can be in Washington Heights where it's like a lot more flashy, a lot more colorful. Or you could be like out in Brighton Beach where it's like drab as hell.
Yeah, and it's just it's an enhancer. Like no one has the right. Like, come on.
And
Leave
two,
us
you
the hell
know
alone.
if has eyebrows or not. Sometimes women don't have. I mean, our eyelash. I mean, hell, you ain't got eyebrows. I remember this girl who wore eyelashes, and I was like, "Why do you wear those?" And she said, "Because I don't have natural eyelashes." And she took them off, and she did not have. She had like the tiniest little lashes, and so she's like, "Yeah, I look weird, so I put these on, and I look normal."
or I'll give thumb. I'll give thumb if I didn't have eyelashes on.
Right. I mean,
Yeah,
he's giving thumb without any eyebrows, full thumb.
yeah. This
Sword.
is bad. Yeah, he looks bad. He has no business. No, I mean, and there are times when, in some cases, commenting on appearance can be funny. It can be funny if we know it won't hurt. But this is like, just leave us alone.
There's a difference between commenting on the girls on Housewives, where it's like, okay, you are wealthy, so you have a level of access that the rest of us don't have. It's fun to punch up. You can make fun of a millionaire because it's like,
Hmm.
oh, girl, you could afford a stylist, you could afford to look better than you do, and you're on a show about being wealthy and a lady of leisure. So if your outfit ain't on point, we feel free as an audience to say something because that's why you're here. We're not picking on, Sheila, the nurse with, a kid who lives next door to us. We're not picking
Yeah.
on her outfits because she's just a regular woman living her life. But when you go on television and you're a real housewife and
I
it's
mean, he's
about
there for it.
fashionable, and you're saying, well, I'm more fashionable than Sheree. I wouldn't put Sheree in fashion, and then we can critique your fashion because that's your claim to fame.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, when you're getting paid millions to act a fool on reality TV, we can have an opinion too. And it's not bullying, it's just letting them know what time it is. But this man, oh my god, I know of no woman, black or otherwise, that's pressed about this man not liking them. You should think
Hell
it's a
no.
blessing.
Yeah, no. He looks crazy. And in his past is enough. Different if he was this different if he looked like this and said nothing about black women's appearance and to not have that scandal following him.
And and also, like you said, all women wear lashes. All women wear makeup. Sometimes they wear it a lot. Sometimes they only wear it on special occasions. Sometimes they'll have years where they do a lot of makeup. Sometimes they'll go for a more subdued look. It depends on what they want to freaking do. And you're very right, Demi. Nobody ever focuses on what the Asian woman is doing or what the Latina woman is doing. But Jesus Christ, a black woman breaks wind. It's film at 11. Oh
No,
my
it's
God. A
crazy.
black woman went to a supermarket and she bought an orange, some strawberries, and an angel food cake.
Without
She had to
EBT,
talk
oh my
about
God, she must be a drug dealer. Without EBT,
it. She paid with a crisp 20.
better check it.
Wait, hold on. Now I'm thinking is $20 enough to buy all that?
Not where you live. Not where you live, but
I literally did just get I wanted some angel food cake and I got an angel food cake, some like store brand Ready Whip and
hmm
and strawberries, and the cake was $8. The strawberries were 5, so 8 5. Okay, yeah, I could have done it with 20.
okay, that's good. That's good. Out
I
there in
was mad that
California.
that cake was $8 for an angel food.
Because even the
5.
Trader Joe's cakes aren't $8. They're like $5, $6. Those Trader Joe's Chantilly cakes or whatever, the cream cheese on the top cake, whatever that cake is, that's like $6 cake. Chantilly is an angel food cake.
Oh, I haven't gotten one of those. I
Oh,
was
they're
at Whole
good.
I was at Whole Food.
Oh yeah. Oh, Whole Food $8. Wait, a slice or a whole like a bunt?
A whole bunt.
Oh, $8. Oh my God.
It would, well, I'm not like, so in San Francisco, there's like three supermarkets. There's Trader Joe's, which I'm closest to. Then there's the Whole Foods, which I'm next closest to. And then there's Safeway, which I'm not close to at all. And I was like, I'm not like, I probably could have gotten a $5 bundt cake there. But I was like, I'm not spending an hour going all the way over there and then all the way back and getting the. I was like, I'll just pay the extra $3 and call it a day.
I had a question for you, but like, if it's not open for them,
feel free, open forum.
Okay. Because I was, I mean, you just discussed this, so I don't want to like do the full rehash. But just the question, like, as far as, let's say, if you were a part of TGIF, where do you think the show would be today?
On the air.
Yeah.
On the air. That's why this is TGIM, gonna have some fun staying on the air. You know, they got fired, that show got tired, TGIM. I said, and Funky ain't doing the show tonight, so I said, you know what? I'ma be petty. Just a little petty.
I'm very happy that you weren't a part of that. I mean, I don't know all that you know, because I'm looking at it through what you're showing us, and what they're showing us. But I don't think that was the right work environment.
I agree. You can't work with somebody that doesn't want to work with you and that's willing to blow up the show just for what, I don't know what their reasoning was, but I believe Armand in his post that Al wanted to end the show to end, and he wanted Armand fired. I believe him. I absolutely do. And I think the same thing would have happened to me. I don't think anybody would have. I would say, you know what, maybe Bondi would have been able to succeed if they had hired her, because the audience wouldn't have gone for Al being mean to a woman like Al was mean to Armand. I think the audience would have checked him, and Bondi is so beloved. I think that he might have tried to destroy the show, but I think he would have had to go about it another way.
Yeah, I can totally see that.
Alex, quick comment right fast. How you guys? I'm laughing because the song that you just sung, if I'm not quoting that, it sounds like I'm in heaven. Just like heaven, from when Dorothy was singing it when she was going to her date.
Oh, no, that was
that's exactly how it sounds.
Oh, probably because I'm so raspy, I sound like Dorothy's Bornak right now.
Are we having trivia night? Because we can have a toe-to-toe, blow for blow, Golden Girls trivia night.
We will start it right now because nobody on this forum knows more about the Golden Girls than me. Get a little drunk.
I don't know.
I declare, Alex, you might got some competition tonight.
Okay, how many boyfriends did Rose have?
56.
Hold on, it was about.
All right.
I remember that Blanche had a whole ass.
Hold on, somebody got background noise.
That's me. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm in Walmart.
Leave. We're having trivia night. Leave. Grab the cheesecake. Let's go.
Hold on, we gotta mute that Walmart noise. Rose had 56 boyfriends, I believe. She had 56.
56?
Now, okay, what song was this song sung on? Or what episode, rather, was this sung on? Wait, let's see. She's a girl who likes to see men suffer. She's hard-hearted, Hannah. The Vamp of Savannah.
The Rusty Anchor episode when Dorothy stole the spotlight from Blanche.
Stole the spotlight. Thank you so much. When she stole the spotlight and Blanche had on her red dress, and she was sitting on top of the piano.
Oh my God.
I will accept the Rusty Anchor episode. The correct title is Anchors Away.
Okay, fair. You want titles? All right, you want titles? Let me get a pen and paper.
Yeah, you see, he's being a little bit anal about us with the dates and the times and the way that it looks on the piece of paper. So get him in, get him. He's gonna get us.
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm pretty good with some good tough cookies when it comes to the Golden Girls. So I think we just need one more, and we officially be the Golden Girls right now.
Alex, you have another question? Wait, you don't put your thing on mute? Let's have another question. It's so fun.
Okay, let's see. What would be another good what is the name of the woman that married Dorothy's son?
Lorraine.
Lorraine.
Yep. All right.
I'm sorry, I have to click unmute.
I believe you. We gotta really do this one night. Alex, we have to really do this one night.
Yeah, I have to write up some questions.
Yeah, I'll come up with some too. We have to have like an official. You're gonna advertise. We're gonna have a real maybe on the Patreon. I don't know. However you want to do your business. I'm sorry, but that'd be fun.
I want to ask while I have y'all on the line. Have you seen the advertisements for the Auntie podcast?
Yes, I have. I actually just saw a commercial, little thing that they just did on a podcast that I was watching.
Demi, have you seen it?
The Auntie podcast.
It's with Tokyo Tony,
child,
baby mama, and another woman of the evening, shall we say?
I did not see that.
Now, I love a lady of the evening. I love a sister of the night. I enjoy it. Okay. So there is no shade, but there is shade. When Tokyo Tony, they had the game on the show, and Tokyo was talking about how the game, used to hunch on her daughter. And then Tokyo said, but you didn't sleep with me yet. And got that leg up.
Whoa.
Gotta get that leg up.
Her vagina. And flashed the game, her vagina, on camera, on the show. They had to blur it. Thank God.
What? That's
crazy. I don't want to see that uncensored.
You know what? She doesn't seem to actually have a filter
in her what is it? Oh my gosh, he look, and you know what, with them raccoon eyes, I'm surprised that he's able to pay attention to anything besides the rashes around them eyes. But he tends to rub me in all the wrong ways. It's like she mentioned about the sex scandal and things like that. It's almost kind of like he digs a permanent ditch for himself so he can complain about being in it. And I never got his comedy. I never got his personality. You don't have to be a complete asshole, excuse my language, to get your point across. And every time I try to agree with him on one thing, he does the Corey Holcomb thing to me. Once you give him a little bit of room, like he may say, oh damn, he give you a Trump moment that make you regret even giving him the little bit of a window of maybe he makes sense, because he's a Neanderthal at the end of the day.
Yes, I completely agree.
And any man that sits up and said that they are real men and this is why they don't like Nene Leakes and they don't need this, I laugh at that, because the next thing that they're calling is other men, gay for watching the stuff. And I see more men making more shows and commenting more about it than women are. But I don't think that it makes you more feminine because you watch it. You're more in tune, especially like you, Alex. You were raised with the elder, a gentlewoman. She's taught you everything. You play with pearls with her. Your mom understands you, so it's a dialogue that you already had. These people right now, it's kind of like they don't want to get canceled, so that's why they agreed to do certain things. Like with the Wayne Brady, I don't think that he's whatever the hell he wants to be this week, but I think that people are scared to get canceled and be
I think Wayne really is pansexual, because when he said in that article, I'm so glad that I'm out because now nobody can blackmail me. That was real. That was
But also,
real.
but hold on that same one. He also has done things that actually keep him on the tips of, excuse me, pink toes tongues, because he gets all of those rare occasions to get to things that a lot of black people his color don't get. Now, do he get as I don't think that he gets enough recognition on how talented he is. He is a really talented guy, and he just I think that this was just something. I think a lot of people are filtering into that direction because they're scared to get canceled, and they scared to not get acknowledged for anything when people have been fighting for their rights for so long. I literally, my first book report was on Arthur Ashe. So I've been rocking with the boat for a long time. It's in my family. I am very fluent with it, but I can understand in living in an era that you want to accept and you want to be accepted. But I don't like the perpetrators that flock to it because they can get some type of right, some type of clicks and views, or I know what to do. I'm going to claim that lifestyle because they support each other. And then it's like, they do because they fought so hard to be with each other. It's kind of, I don't get it in a lot of terms, but to each his own, I guess. I just think that it's a very big sky that you can go under as far as what type of sexuality you want to be noticed about and things like that. It's just too many acronyms to the thing now.
Okay. Um, what was I was going to ask? I was going to get to the next topic. Hold on one second. Oh, Latasha Scott is exposed
Yeah.
yet again for
Mhm.
stealing Candy's
It's
diary.
federal.
And that's how she found out that Candy was hunching on Jermaine Dupri. Although I feel like having sex with Jermaine Dupri is a bad omen.
Oh,
Nothing good has ever
no,
happened to somebody who had
I
sex with
literally was
Jermaine.
drinking a 7 Up. I'm so sorry, Alex. You almost made me choke and crash. You said Jermaine Dupri. Choke and crash. Oh my God, he said Jermaine Dupri. I almost crashed. I'm so sorry.
I think he's a
Oh
bad
my
omen.
gosh. I'm so
I mean, think about it. Like after him and Janet broke up, that whole Super Bowl thing happened, and her career was never the same after Tittygate. If she hadn't been sleeping with him and got that bad juju, I mean, every group that he's touched has
mm,
failed and crumbled. All of his artists are,
mm.
just as broke as Diddy's artists. So yeah, I feel like he's a bad omen. Just seems
Wow.
suspicious to
That
me.
is a very good thing to call him. He is that. I agree. I can't say
And
anything else.
And speaking of bad omens, I heard Gucci Mane is out here looking for new artists offering $1 million or $2 million advance. And I'm like, I don't want to be recruited by his soul reaping factory. Every artist you sign ends up dead or in jail. Mm-mm.
It's
No,
a
thank
scary
you.
Or
world.
with a
Very
lot of
scary
mental
world.
abuse, are they survived a murder? It's like some of these people, artists, have literally survived murders, and so it's
Really?
I'm so scared for these kids signing these contracts with these people.
Now I want to know. Speaking of, let's switch gears to some more well versed celebrities. Jennifer Lopez's mother feels that she has wasted years on Ben Affleck and wants her to cut her losses. I feel like they've only been back together for 20 minutes and they were only together 20 minutes the first time. It seems like they get together, make a crappy movie, and then they break up. It's only been 2 years. She wasted more time with Mark Anthony. But I think to be in a relationship with Jennifer Lopez is to waste time because it's not going to, I mean, it'll end in marriage, but it'll really end in divorce. Like, you've got 5 years at best.
I'm just tired of hearing about it. I just don't. I don't care. The woman's in her late 50s. Let her live her life. Whatever it is, I just don't want to see. If I see another, I got back together with. So right now we're in Ben. I guess they're still rocking, or have they officially split, or
We're
because
we're
I don't
it,
want to.
it- we're
Huh?
waiting for their official split announcement.
She's gonna recycle. There's not gonna be ever anyone new. It's gonna be the same 5 people.
Maybe she'll go back to Casper.
Possible.
I'd go back
I
to
just
Casper.
don't.
Casper.
Good looking, beautiful, beautiful guy. I was watching a clip actually of her from some award show she did, and she was speaking in Spanish, and everyone was looking like, "What the hell did she just like? What did she just say?" I don't know. She's a good entertainer. I'll leave it at that.
Well, speaking of who isn't a good entertainer, Kimbella is blasting Juwel Santana, saying that he's an absentee dad. Isn't he in prison? Didn't y'all get
Definitely
married? I was gonna say y'all got married because he got caught in a Jersey airport high with a loaded
guns.
gun and had to do some mandatory time. And y'all got married like you had been begging him for a ring all through Love and Hip Hop, but then he finally went on and married you before he went to prison so he could get some conjugal coochie.
Yeah, it's just a disaster. It is a dumpster fire, and it's like I guess I guess also, to be honest, I'm not as well versed as I once was. Like, I watched that show back when it was, what's his name, Jim Jones, and way back, like way
When it
way
was
back. Well,
when it
yeah,
was interesting, it's lost its luster.
yeah. So I'm not as well versed as I used to be, but it's just they're too old. I'm for us to be hearing about, because I feel like as you get older, you don't really tell your business like that. At least I don't. I don't tell my business.
I sure don't.
You definitely don't tell your business. We'll find out you were in a whole relationship for 3 years, like after it's been dissolved. Like, oh
For
my god,
two.
3 years. Two.
Exactly. It'll be like I'll be totally over it. And
Yeah.
then I'll be like, oh yeah, this has gone on, that has gone on. Also, I want to thank everybody for donating to the GoFundMe. I am still fighting with these people, but thank you all
Oh,
so much for making sure me and Chris got paid. This has been an absolute nightmare, but thank you so much for your support. I cannot believe we've almost hit our goal, and just thank you all. So, like, it's made this so much easier because it has really been a nightmare, especially now. Like, this is not the time for people to be messing with your coin. And I don't
yeah.
like to put business in the street, but sometimes you got to put a business on blast.
Yeah, that wasn't right. It's not right. Also, I know how much you and Chris love talking about Normani.
Oh yeah,
and and this is not making fun of her in any way, but I really do think that the Normani audience went on over to Victoria Monet. That's where
you
we are.
know, and also the music wasn't that good. A hit
Yeah.
is undeniable. A hit is absolutely undeniable. So if what came out nobody was listening to, maybe nobody was listening. I'm sure your fans wanted something good. And also, you can't take that long. You took too long. This is a TikTok, give it to me now world. It's a 2 minute and 50-second song world.
Yeah.
These songs used to be intros on a Janet Jackson album. 2 minutes, that's an
Tinashe came back.
interlude.
If Tinashe can come back, then yeah. Yeah. But Carrie Hilson may even come back. Like, come on, like, people are, it's just, she doesn't have
What?
the carry my
My
bags.
bags to the Hilton? Who
Yes.
said I was staying at the Hilton? I never said I was staying at the Hilton. Oh, you said Carrie Hilson. Who is that?
Yes. Someone who once was, then that isn't now. But I was watching Victoria Monet. I'm like, oh my god, this woman is sensational, sings and dances, and she really has it going on. Writes her own songs. I'm like, she's captivating. And I don't think Normani ever really had. And I'm not trying to compare. I don't like when people compare people. I'm not trying to. But I'm thinking about music and dancing, two different women. And not saying you got to always pick one, but right now she has my attention. Victoria Monet.
I was going to say I liked her performance at the BET Awards, and she is the girl on everyone's lips. Now, while I have you, I want to ask, did you hear about the Raymonte thing at the BET Awards? Where he
You'll
was
have
like,
to.
he's this influencer, and he wanted a panel at the Essence Award, at the Essence Fest, and they went on and gave him one, and then he was late, so he missed it. And a lot of people were upset, and people are saying, Essence is getting taken over by the influencers and the YouTubers, and I'm like, well, we are the new Black celebrities. We are the new up and comers. Not everybody is going to be, done through a studio. And this is also a way where we're able to put out a much more diverse crop of Black people without waiting for a studio's permission. Like with Fox, you see, they'll get a good show and cancel it in a second.
Yeah. I don't know who he is. I just looked him up, so I truthfully don't know who this guy is. So I might be the best person, but you missed your opportunity. You missed your opportunity, and it's okay. There'll be another one as long as you go about it the right way. You're not a jerk about it. I'm sure he'll have another opportunity, but I don't know who he is. I don't know who this man is. But I knew who Keith Lee was. But I don't know who this man is. No. Not at all. I also thought that was really interesting about Kenya getting the boot from Sally. Did you hear about that?
Oh, yes, I did. I'm not surprised because in the fan bases are very vocal and people love to start mess. Now, is this a rumor or is this true? That's a good question because the way it was set up, that misspelling of Kenya, it could have just been somebody that's like, I'm gonna start mess to keep my name in the blogs, like Kenya herself.
Yeah, I don't know, but what I also thought was interesting was I don't think I get what you're saying, because I also don't think that Sally's would just take an unproven allegation that far. It's not like we saw like a Diddy video. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, we saw something and it looks like it could be this, but I don't really I don't know if they would take a strong stance like that so
quickly.
And also, so let's say the email is true and they're saying like it was a plan back then. I'm also questioning why, because Sally's is not really a Black beauty supply store. My first time going to a Sally's, I was in Ohio for college. I was looking for some weave hair, and I'm like, I don't see anything that I would ever get in here from my hair in here. And this was back in like 2009 though. But I don't know if they're Black brands, because I look at Kenya as a Black brand. If Black brands are even sold and popular like that at a Sally's beauty store. I could see Kenya doing better at the CVS, but I don't really know if she's doing well at the Sally's for them to decide that last year that they're not going to sell her products anymore. I don't know.
Well, maybe they just weren't selling.
Yeah. What's funny? What's weird is too, I'm a fan of her stuff, of her, and I didn't buy it. I don't know why I didn't buy it. I don't have any plans to, but I didn't. Yeah, I wasn't checking for it actually.
Well, I think it's like to grow your edges, so I guess you have edges.
Good night, Marlo.
Well, that's what it was. It was like to help you with your edges, and so that just means you have edges.
Yeah, I guess I wasn't looking. I guess if I needed edges, I would go to Kenya Moore Hair Care. Yeah, I don't know, but that's sad to see her go. I mean, if she did what she did, whatever. Of course, I am. I don't think anyone should be scrutinized for what they do to make their money. But I will miss her on the show.
I think this season without her will be good because we can maybe focus more on the newer women and let them really sing for their supper and kind of let the
Mm.
OGs be in the background and like mend the fences between the girls.
But you
Because
know what's funny? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
because I do feel on these shows you have to grow. You have to show personal growth and maturity to be likable. And when you're on for like 10 years, like you need to become like the matriarch of the show, like the candid. Like people are expecting you to take the platform, do something with it, and grow as a person.
Yeah. My thing with the show now is how is it that we have not heard one thing, like not one step forward in regards to Drew and that divorce? Not
Uh,
one thing.
we've heard that Drew and Portia aren't following each other on Instagram, so they're feuding. That
How
divorce,
fun.
I I think that divorce is for the show. Maybe they're gonna do a Hail Mary and work, quote unquote, work it out. I feel like they both are such wannabe actors that they were giving us some like half-baked Tyler Perry script. Like him
Every
going to
time.
Florida, Floridian Secrets.
Oh my God. I miss you saying Juan. Wait, what was the one? Juan had one too. You had one for Juan too. Um, oh, I feel like you had one for Juan, but the Floridian Secrets, that was the best. That
No,
was,
of course not. Is
oh,
that one? But
well, that's one of them, but I feel like you had another, a Juan. I don't know. You have so many great phrases. I really don't remember, but I feel like you had one for Juan too, but the Floridian Secrets.
his Floridian Secrets.
Well, forever. That is the best. Yeah, that was crazy. That was so weird. And her sister coming on the show, it was just a lot. I don't know. I hope they take some more time off actually, because I'm not sure I want the show they're gonna give me just yet. But Married to Medicine, I cannot wait. Contessa, I heard, was back, so I really want to watch that. I'm a big fan. I liked Contessa on the show. I was fine with it. I didn't like the whole breakdown with the marriage stuff when it was happening. It was hard to watch for a bit, but I do like that show an awful lot. I think they're going to give us a really good season.
I don't know. I thought Cone Tessa's plot line was infertile. Um, I will never let Jackie live that down.
And
You
neither
will
will Buffy.
You're infertile. Although Buffy, I like you, Auntie Buffy. I really do. But baby, you getting together with Mariah. I like Auntie Buffy's financial advice.
Hmm.
I like some of her life advice. She's a pretty woman. She's a smart woman. But girl, you were on that show for one season and you cannot let it go. You cannot let it go. You gotta
It
let it
was embarrassing. It wasn't. That was so embarrassing, though. Like, could you imagine? Like, I don't know. Well, I'm a woman that doesn't want kids, so I don't even. I even feel the embarrassment. Someone's looking at you. Buffy, you're infertile. Are you
go.
kidding me?
I you like it is horrible. I am
That
not
is
saying that
horrible.
I'm not saying that it's not, but you also seem like you want to be back on the show and you're upset that you're not back on the show. That's what I mean. The infertile, I would never let that go either. But it seems like she wants to be back on the show. Like she's upset that she's not on the show. She's still always talks about the show, talks about the girls. Now she's doing the show with Mariah. It's like Carlos King and Bravo.
Great
It,
point.
it's like, okay, like it's like Bethany. It's like now you're off the Bravo titlet, but you're like, I need that fame. I need the cameras. I need the lights. I want to be back. Even though you didn't treat me well, I want to be back. And it's like, ooh, that's addictive. And it's like, Buffy, you know, rich. You should be able to either go do another show or fund your own show, but it's looking desperate. It's looking sad. It's just not, it's not giving.
I could totally see that. No, I could totally get that.
It's been years. Like, it's been years since you've been on.
Yeah.
Like, what season were you on? And for one, and were you even a wife or were you a friend?
Oh yeah, who did introduce her to this show? I don't even remember.
Exactly. Buffy is a woman scorned, and it's no longer looking good. Like, there comes a point when it's like, you've made your point. We've all heard you. Now it's like every time it's like, oh God, here we go with this again.
Yeah, and then but she looks fantastic. Like she looks great. She really does look good. But yeah, but that's a good point. She is still holding on to that.
And like getting with Mariah, it's like it's like with what happened
With Mariah, yeah.
like with what happened to Buffy, you should be like, I'm distancing myself from that. I'll do the social media thing. I'm your tax girl. I'm your finance girl, and lean into that and focus on that. And you could do a cute comment every now and then. But when you're like Teddy, you know, you're like a gnat. You're always, you know, you're doing a whole podcast about Bravo.
She literally was interviewing what's the girl's name from Dr. G's new wife. Oh my God, what is her name?
Oh yeah, Sweet Tea.
They were literally interviewing Sweet Tea. Like what? Yeah,
Exactly.
like when you bring it up, yeah. Yikes! Yeah, she has no business in her. I mean, I'm not saying she has no business, but it's odd that she'd try to still be in that conversation.
It's like you graduated. Why are you still here?
Saying hi to the teachers.
It's like you can do that one after graduation visit to say hi to your favorite librarian, say goodbye to your favorite teacher, but you're still hanging around the campus years later. Are you applying to teach? Are you going to counsel the youth?
You know, and I wouldn't have minded. I wanted to know more about her and her husband. I think it's cool that her husband's a he's a psychiatrist or he's a psychologist. I don't want to get them wrong, but yeah, like I did want to know more about that and how that works in the marriage and how when you have a problem, how do you solve it? It's like I wanted to know more about that, but you know, that'd be more interesting to watch the two of them, than to hear her talk about Bravo.
I actually felt like as a white husband on a black show, he played it so smart by not saying anything the entire season.
Yeah. Because they'll run with it.
He was like, oh, I know exactly my place here.
Yeah.
Just smiling, nodding. Hey, how you doing? Mike, hey, how you doing out of him? But
someone said that before Mariah, she was talking to All About the Tea. That's crazy. Yeah, she's been wanting to get out there.
Yeah, we ain't gonna talk about her.
I know. There's a history, and and thank you for letting us know what you could. No se habla de Bruno. No. Anything else going on?
Fascinating though. Yeah, it's like because I like Buffy's TikToks, and it like just became more, and like it went from like cute tax advice and financial stuff to like housewives and what's going on the show. And like, as like, they're like, when it's on, I could see like, I'll do a review of the episode because you do have some unique insight. Like I could kind of even see that. But it's just like it's not lighthearted fun with you. It's not. There's an axe to grind.
Yeah. She'll bring it up.
I would say too, I can get you're still mad at Jackie. I think it's time to just go to her house and punch her dead in the face. Just punch the bitch in the face and get it over with. You'll feel better. And so will I.
No, I get it. Speaking of Jackie, when you're I had checked out Cecil's whereabouts as far as DR goes. And he really is wait. No, nothing salacious, I promise. I wouldn't even put that out there and risk getting sued. I promise I wouldn't do it or get your page shut down. But no, he really is listed as like a director. They're building like a baseball team or something like that out in DR. Some kind of a youth baseball team. Yeah, you can literally just type his name in and the word DR, Dominican Republic, next to it, and it will pop up what he's on like the board of directors. Like he's really trying to do something. So I know everyone has all the jokes about what he's doing in DR. We don't know what he's doing outside of what he shows to be doing in DR, but he really is doing something in DR as far as some kind of a baseball team or sports something. They have a whole website. It's a bunch of other guys too that are doing something that he's doing. Let me try and pull it up.
That's cool.
Yeah, like it's a real thing he's doing. I'm not, I don't like Curtis. I don't like Curtis like that. So, but I just wanted to be real. I thought that was very interesting. Something for him to do.
I still cannot be that mad at him at that affair because when the shoe is on the other foot and when the woman steps out on the man after she's been screaming at him, pay attention to me, nobody's that upset. So I'm like, well, child, I watched him for a whole season say like he did everything but jump in front of her car like, hello, I am your husband. So it's like, look, you ain't gonna leave me feeling alone in the relationship. I'm gonna get your attention.
That's a good point. People don't look at it like that. And I'm not saying they have to. But yeah, this woman was working around the clock, really building a brand for just herself. She had no use for him. It appeared she had no use for him. That's what it probably appeared to him.
And
so yeah, I don't know.
I'm not condoning. I'm not saying it's right, but I'm also saying something's got to give. Something will eventually happen if someone is unhappy in a relationship. And quiet as it's kept, it would have been worse if he had just moved out on your ass. Because when a man strays with another one, you can get his ass back. That just close the gate for you, give him some more sugar. But when he just leaves on his own because he's tired of your shit, oh, good. He's not coming back. He might make you think he's coming back, but no, he's already that's when he's really going to start entertaining other women. When he's like, oh no, I didn't start seeing other women until I left and I left the key on the counter. Yeah, you're done.
It's a wrap. Yeah. I just pulled up that thing I was saying about. It's called Alma de Samana, and it's they're working on building sports facilities in DR. And he's listed as a director of strategic partnerships. So yeah, it's like a real thing.
Well, good for him.
But
I'm glad that, and also that's a fun place to give back.
Yeah.
I like the idea of giving back, but also, a little beach time never hurt anybody.
We'll see if he's on the season.
Oh, I'm sure he'll be on the season. I mean, he's not Juan Dixon.
Where is what was it? Is Juan coming?
No, of course not.
That was
because I'm hoarse, but yeah.
That was a good time. That was a good season for us viewers, for sure.
And it was kind of funny because Rob doesn't take her marriage that seriously. I
Mm-mm.
mean, Juan definitely doesn't take the marriage that serious.
It is
I,
just like, oh God,
you know
I'm
what
getting
I want to
upset.
know? Let's take some bets. When are they getting a divorce?
After Corey and Carter graduates, maybe once Corey's drafted, maybe I don't know.
Yeah,
They may not. They may never be because life insurance policies. Why would you leave?
I mean, and he ain't got no job. He'll
Yeah, but they
probably
probably
have.
have life insurance.
How do they have life insurance? Through what employer?
Well, you can buy your own policy.
They don't have that kind of money.
Good night. Everybody can buy their own policy. I
Everybody
think
can, but I'm sorry. You really think these people who went
that
bankrupt
extra.
are, and especially like I don't see it. They might no. I would say they have something on the house because I'm sure it's mortgaged. So the mortgage company will make them get life insurance on that house. Uh,
They may have a little they may have a little term life, a little $43 a month.
that's yeah. But I mean, we're thinking about like how they're going to actually live. Um,
Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. It kind of like I can make jokes all day about them, but it is unfortunate that that's done for her. It's over with. That was an easy check.
no, she's on Traders this season.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
So
Thank God.
that means Bravo's not done with her. She still has the reasonably shitty podcast.
The hats.
Um, and they do live shows, so that's income. She's opened that spa, that franchise. So I don't know if people are gonna show up, but they might. And I
Hmm.
could see her coming back as a friend of. I could.
I cannot imagine her not being a friend of on this season. I really couldn't imagine it.
No, they need to have Jazelle on her own to see if they're going to keep her or not, because the colorist allegations aren't going away, and the fact that she kind of ran Candace off,
Mm-hmm.
doesn't look good.
Yeah.
And honestly, I feel like this could be Giselle's last season. Like Jazelle is really gonna have to be a whole new woman.
An authentic woman. She's not bringing anything. Jamal Bryant just got engaged. There's nothing to talk about. There's nothing. Right.
And also, have we gotten as an audience to a point where we don't want to see you with another fake man or another
Please.
like fake relationship? You don't strike me as a woman that can have a real one. Like your kid said, you're a vampire that has no emotions. They said it on television. That I'm just
Mm-hmm.
they said they know your ass. So I think that we're at a point, like I would love this to be Giselle's send-off season. I don't think there's any more story for us to tell with her. I think she's been mean girl enough, and I don't think she's going to be able to mature and evolve like Karen did. Now Karen's gonna have the redemption arc in AA.
But do you think she'll? So I was watching the sneak peek of OC. Have you
Oh,
seen the sneak peek yet?
I saw like a minute of it. How long is it?
Oh, it may have been like 7 minutes.
Okay, it's the first 7 minutes. So no, I haven't seen that. I
Yeah,
haven't
yeah,
seen.
yeah. First 7 minutes. That's what I meant to. Yeah, first 7 minutes. I don't want to give anything away, but I don't
Go
know if
ahead.
they'll
I'm gonna watch
do.
it. It's the first 7 minutes. Let's dissect.
Okay, okay. I'll tell you. So they definitely bring up about what Sharon did for sure. They definitely address it.
Oh my God,
Um,
I'm gonna call her Sharon Bador all season.
shout out Shannon Bador. Um, they're def. Is that I can't. Is that her name? Am I bugging? It's Shannon Bador, right?
Yeah, but you called her Sharon, and I love
Sharon.
her.
Okay, we're gonna call her Sharon. Sharon Bador. They definitely bring it up. and they're gonna talk about it. This is not something that they're not gonna talk about at all. They addressed it in the first for them to talk about in the first 7 minutes of the show, and they're all like they're at different houses, they're over here in Palm Springs playing golf talking about it. Someone's in the kitchen with their kids talking about it. Husband's talking about it. So they're all at some point. It's gonna be the entire season, not the whole, but it'll be probably a nice third of the season. I don't see that at all happening with Karen.
Well, because Karen's going to take accountability.
She might
And
have a meeting, have a little meeting the way they did with the Uncle Ben stuff. Have that meeting.
yeah, she's going to head it off at the pass. Also, they're going to treat it differently because it's a Black woman. Bravo.
Yeah.
Yep. And they're like, there's things we can do with white women that we can't do with Black women. It's just a fact.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
So I feel like they will give Karen, and also Karen's going to take it much more seriously. Like Shannon, Shannon's going to act like there's no consequence because for her there really wasn't. Karen knows she lives in a different world, is going to act as such. They're very different women, so they'll have different edits anyway. But because Karen is Black, they know like we ain't doing that right now. We're gonna get real sensitive with this. We can get messy over with OC.
That's a good point. Yeah, we're gonna have to see how it plays out. But when you watch that 7 minutes, you're like, yeah, it's gossip. It's definitely gossip, and it's they're calling her out. They're calling her out about her drinking, and they're mentioning things that she's done post that incident. It's a lot.
Bitch, not me. I love that screen name. Bitch, not me said. Karen might deflect a little. She might not be as open as we need her to be. I mother effing agree. I so agree because she wanted to say this was about grieving. I am sorry, Karen.
Yeah.
I know you miss your parents. I'm not going to make light of that. But it's been a minute. They've been gone for a minute now. And I know it comes in waves. I know. But to a wave that had you that damn drunk, you was crashing your Alfa Romero all up in the median. Thank God you didn't hit anybody. You could be dead or have killed somebody. Girl,
and also,
you just got your tax bill clean. You can't afford this.
didn't was it Jazelle that first brought up that Karen or Charisse brought up that Karen was allegedly an alcoholic? That was like season 2.
Charisse did bring that up, and that she drives drunk, and that's why she has a driver because she's drunk. Yeah, Charisse said all of it.
Long time ago, and it's like I mean, they have the footage, but that's it's not a one. So my point is like that's not a one-time thing because you were grieving. Your mother was alive back then when Charisse made those allegations against you.
Ooh.
So, let me not be in a court of law having to be the prosecutor. Not me being the prosecutor.
Child here telling the truth, shaming the devil.
Yeah, like her. Yeah, so that's not gonna fly. So if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I'm pretty sure when she said that back in like season 2 or 3, because she had left. Remember, because Charisse was not on the show for a bit. She came back. Her mom didn't pass away till way later. After Charisse had came back. If I'm correct, let me know. If I'm wrong, let me know. But yeah, so I don't know if she's gonna. Hopefully, she does not continue with that story because we'll have the proof that that's not true, and then it'll be bad for her. So hopefully, that's not the story. She'll just say, "I made a mistake, and we're done. We won't have any questions. I made a mistake."
Although I wonder who's going to come at Karen the hardest for this. Will it be
Ashley?
Oh God. Of course. Of course, Ashley in her forehead because Karen used to come for her husband. Although, Ashley, I don't know what's going on with you and your Gollum.
I don't even care. I don't want to see Ashley on the show anymore. Not interested. I mean, I gotta look at her, but okay. But Mia might, because Mia appears to do things. I don't want to say it like this. Please forgive me. Mia appears to do things for money because she needs money. So I feel like producers would say, we need the same way she walked up to her at that party at the last the rap party, talking about some guy, blue eye, like the blue eyes thing, the club owner, that same way. So a producer put her up to that. I'm assuming. So a producer would put her up to getting her to to speak about Karen that way.
Yeah, I could definitely see money grubbing Mia doing it, to keep her check going now that her coot's gone coinless.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Has
Steak
gone.
and lobster.
I swear, brought these housewives are a lot of girls who thought they, were gold digging, but they hit nickel.
What's the new one? What's the new one about? Oh God, which franchise is it? She owes her friend like some money. Oh, me try and pull it up. One of the housewives is being sued by another. Is it Lisa?
I think it's Lisa Barlow from Salt Lake City for a couple hundred.
Yeah, yeah, like that. Like, what was that? Like, I thought you guys were, Vita Tequila or whatever.
Now, what I gotta say about good old Vita. I don't know if they signed a Bethany clause, but Vita Tequila was the drink. They partnered with Wendy's, so they had Wendy's pink lemonade with Vita Tequila, and that was like the free drink at BravoCon.
Oh wow, that's pretty impressive.
And so I was gonna say, so she was doing big things, and I had the tequila. Let me tell you what I feel about the tequila. I want to buy more. It's quite good. It was wonderful. I was like, all right. I told her husband, I was like, this is good. I'm very impressed. Like, this is like a real tequila that you would buy, that you would have your friends over and be like, hey, you want to have a tequila night? Like, it's nice, it's smooth. I wonder how much it is, but I really enjoyed it. I would say it was comparable to an Esplone.
I know. I'm gonna look for it. I'm definitely gonna look for it. Have you heard about this new Garcelle Bouvet thing in this new movie with Loretta Devine and what's her name? What's her name from Wayne Exit? So it's a Terry McMillan thing for Lifetime, and it's gonna be Loretta Devine, Layla Rashawn. Oh God, who was the other person? Garcelle, obviously. Goodness, what's it called? Let me look it up real quick. It's called Tempted by Love, and it's gonna be a new little thing for Lifetime. All black cast with Terry McMillan.
Oh, I'm looking for. I'll definitely check that out. I think I did see something. I'm trying to think of where I see commercials now.
Right. I'm just saying everything I have is premium or red or plus.
No, I was gonna say I see commercials, like I would see something like that on like TikTok, and then I have Philo, and Philo gives commercials. I used to get commercials on Peacock, but my ad blocker is now blocking them, so I'm like, okay, good. Or maybe I'm paying for ad-free Peacock. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't see commercials on Peacock.
I was seeing them for a minute and then I stopped seeing them.
Yeah, I don't think
Because they would get on my nerves because I honestly like the commercial breaks on Philo. I don't mind them. It's a good like 2 to 3 minutes where I'm like, great. I can like I'm wildly gesticulating watching the show. So I'm like, I can take a little mental break, check an email, check Twitter, maybe get in a game of racing. I always have my little getting switch on. So or play some Best Fiends, but I love a little commercial. I can go to the bathroom, fix a snack. Like I need my commercial breaks. Their commercial breaks would be 30 seconds. So they force you to watch it.
and you're gonna click off if you don't want to watch it. It's a 100-second commercial.
And it's like, no, it's just 30 seconds. Just long enough to get on your nerves. So that is definitely something that I don't miss about not seeing the commercials there anymore. Have you as Amanda's sorry about that. Has Amanda Seales replied to Jason Lee yet? Since
wow, yeah, that was crazy.
That was quite a roast. I mean, he was in his feelings. I could understand. I mean,
It seemed true. And I know because of your vibe with you and Chris. I'm sure he's told you things that he won't, say publicly. But with the way he spoke, it seemed true.
Yes.
Yeah. Like, it came from a place. It wasn't just said.
Exactly. It had been brewing. It had been building. He had been waiting. And I was like, okay, I know, what do you call it? I know an upset Sissy Reed when I see one.
Yeah. You're gonna have to ask. You're gonna have to ask Chris about it at the next pop roast. What he thought about it.
Oh yes. Please explain about Amanda Seales. Oh, all that happened was Jason Lee read her for filth and said that she was a fake autistic and, wasn't clinically diagnosed herself because she didn't go and get diagnosed. He had just had it with her and said that she was the problem she created and was jealous of Tiffany Haddish because Tiffany's invited to places that she gets kicked out of. I went from being a 29-year-old kicked out of with the foot.
Yeah, and he went on for about what 5 minutes.
A 5-minute didn't take a breath read. It was from Pose.
Yeah, he really wasn't happy.
You're a fraud, you're a phony, you are a 40-something-year-old woman who is caught up in her own delusion. His words. And he knows her. Although I heard from a little boy that stuff he said about Issa Rae was a lie from the pit of hell. That Issa
Rae
from Adam's house cat. And I heard this from a reliable source.
Really? Interesting.
Fascinating. Let's see. Are there any other hot topics? Oh, there's a Devil Wears Prada sequel.
Oh, that's gonna be great. Oh, the first one was so good. They're not gonna mess it up. They're not gonna do anything silly. They're not gonna Sex in the City. No, what did you call it? And Just Like Crap.
And Just Like Crap. And
yeah.
Like crap. And I don't know. Like I watch because a check is a check. A check is a check. There's a lot of shows I watch where I'm like loving hip hop. Check is a check. But I'm not looking forward to it. I'm like Devil Wears, yes, I'm looking forward to that. But and Just Like Crap, season 3.
No. Unless Blair Underwood's gonna come back, or I don't know. I'm not interested.
Oh God, no! I don't want to see Miranda go straight again. It was hard to buy. It was hard enough to believe the first time. Let's
Yeah.
see. Carrie is going to be single.
Immediately. And then again. And then again.
Because now Aiden left her ass. That is funny. That is funny that, you know, there was a gotcha. You would have moved and everything. After, well, you did that to him, so. But I do like the new apartment.
Yeah, and I like what's her name? I like oh my God. Her and Nicole R.B. Parker's character. I like those quite a bit.
Okay, I want them to use her more.
Yeah.
Although it is like, I'm hoping season 3 they like don't have so much shoehorn diversity.
Yeah, the thing with the kids, I didn't like the big transition with the kids. Not the transition as far as becoming rock or nothing like that. It was just not. It came out of nowhere, and I think that's such a gradual journey for a child. So the way they did it, it wasn't authentic. Yeah,
it's like okay.
It would take a lot longer for Rock to say, I want to be called Rock. From what I've seen, I can't speak for everyone's story, but if I were to pick 9 times out of 10, it's always been like for years.
It's not going to happen in a season. It would be something subtle, but y'all don't know how long you're going to come back. So shoehorn. We got to make up for 6 years of no black people and 1 white gay.
Yeah. It was definitely
you don't. It's okay. There are white people like y'all that exist. We just had a peek into your little "it's not me" racist world.
That's exactly.
A peek into the Upper East Side.
It was a great show, and it was on HBO for sure. That was a great show on HBO. So I don't know what they're gonna do with this next season. I don't even. God, Carrie's gonna go to a Black Lives Matter protest. Like, what's gonna be the thing? What's gonna be the thing? Because it's gonna be a thing. She's gonna be. Oh my God. Oh my...
Bronx.
Oh my God.
Come here. Come to that. Come here. Oh my God. Did you hear that bull? Carrie at a Black Lives. Oh my goodness.
It's going to be at a Black Lives Matter. Yeah. She is.
I can see her now at a Black Lives Matter. As I looked at the handsome organizer, I thought, yes, power to the people, but can we get some power to this pussy?
Oh my God.
Later that night.
Yeah. Later that night, Miranda and I decided to stay up and watch Good Times.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. And then a marathon of living single. Done. We're not writing the script. They are. And they're writing that script. Because what's going to be the thing, the diversity thing?
No. Just them watching Living Singles saying, this is so familiar.
Oh my God.
Where in Brooklyn are they?
Is that Crown Heights? Is that what that looks like? Good night. I'm done. Why are they showing the Brooklyn Bridge? Is that the Brooklyn Bridge? Where's that?
Where area of the U.S. are you in, hon?
So I'm actually in Georgia, but I'm from Brooklyn. I moved here 10 years ago.
Okay. How much is pizza there?
In Georgia?
Mhm.
Oh, do I buy pizza? um, we do like whole pies, like So I
Yeah.
don't know what a slice costs. So
No, how much is a whole pie?
a whole pie is about maybe $17 with one topping. We have a really good place out here actually in Georgia called Fellini's. We're not sponsoring anyone obviously, but that's been the closest to New York pizza I found in Georgia. The closest. It's called Fellini's.
Oh God, can't wait for the Pride episode.
Oh my God. Everyone's gonna be in it. Everyone's gonna be in it. Doing everything. Everyone.
Oh, oh God. The
They're
Pride
gonna
episode
have
sponsored by JP Morgan Chase.
they're gonna have the pride yarmulkes. I don't even I don't want to continue because they're gonna do it. They're gonna do it, and it's okay. It's totally okay. Like it's not like it's not okay. It's New York City. It's Pride. I've been to Pride
Oh,
in New York City, but the way they do it is very pandering. It's not even. It doesn't come off authentic at all.
don't you peanut that TV. Um, long story. Um, there's that show with Neil Patrick Harris and Tisha Campbell that I
Yeah.
think is still here. And that's like very Sex in the City style. I think they're going to do something like that on that show.
Did you watch that? I think you did watch Run the World. Was it Run the World with Megan Good? That show. You didn't watch it. They had a really good Pride episode. It was a very New York, how I remember it, Pride. It was super
Oh,
authentic. It was very good the way they handled that Pride.
I
That was good.
I did watch one. I think I watched one episode, or I tried to, and it was that show, and it was girls and sisters with a TAS
Oh
because
my
they
God.
ain't shit. And so I just ended up. I didn't end up. I stuck with sisters, and then I eventually dropped sisters because God, it's just never ending.
Yeah, the same stories. I don't watch the show, sisters. I know about it. I remember when you had Dustin, you guys had Dustin on the show, and he was making fun of like sisters. And he's like, what's the next show gonna be, bruh? And it really was, bruh. It really was. I was like, oh my God. I couldn't believe it was real.
I love you remember that. I love you remember that that was birthed on that episode. And you know what? I swear to God. I swear to God, I have to post that and the dates. I fucking have to.
Yeah, that was wild. Because he was
Oh wait, no,
joking.
this.
He was joking. Even if he wasn't, I mean, he was joking. And that was really the level of, and that was like, what, bruh? Like a joke. And it was called Bruh. The very next show Tyler Perry put out. Oh my God. That gamer guy, GAY gamer guy, says Carrie at the Juneteenth cookout. She'd never get invited. First of all, she would get invited by like no shade to anyone. I'm not being shady. By a very like Nicole Byers kind of character. She would get invited by a Nicole Byers kind of character. If she were to be invited to the Juneteenth cookout. But yeah, that's the next episode, Juneteenth. That's exactly what it's gonna be. Opens up, carry out a Juneteenth cookout, and we're all wondering how she got there. That's hilarious. Mm-mm.
I'm just thinking about Carrie at 135th and Adam Clay Clay. at Harlem Week, waiting for Janet Jackson to perform.
Oh my God. I love that that you'll never give that up. I just saw something of her at like a fish market somewhere getting some fresh fish. I'm not even kidding. No, not Carrie, Janet. I feel like you're going up to this Carrie. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, it was Janet.
I'd like to thank everybody. I'd like to thank everybody at Harlem Week for coming out. Can you hear me?
That's hilarious. That is so funny.
I'd like to thank everybody at Harlem Week for coming out to see me. I know this award is very prestigious, and I just appreciate you all so much. Thank you and goodbye.
I love it.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna indulge. I know Chris doesn't like to indulge. Well, from what I've gathered, I know I might be seeing different, but the fact that like you were so upset because you had Maddie Rance out there, and y'all were gonna paint the town red and every other color else, and y'all spent your whole day.
We were getting that leg up.
Your whole day out there with her, and it wasn't even with her.
3 hours in both the hot sun and the pouring rain, with drones flying overhead trying to get free footage. And we, the audience, said, we need access to the money.
Oh my God. Yeah, that was foul. That was foul.
Oh my God. Well, on that note, let everybody know where they can find you online.
Just here whenever you're having an open forum. I'm a private citizen.
All righty. Well, thank you so much for joining me, Lady Private Citizen. And I will see y'all soon for some.
Y'all have a great day.